NBC on the NBA.
It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Princeton Tigers. We also have a tremendous matchup. You're talking about two of the best NBA draft prospects in Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, and Princeton has a superstar guard in Xaivian Lee.
Princeton scores at just under 77 points a game.
Our officials, Bill Eck, Alfred Smith, Mike Pearson, Rutgers in the white, Princeton in the black. Here is Williams gliding, Lee with the defense. This is Xaivian Lee with the basketball. He's getting a lot of looks from NBA scouts for his upside, and this time he delivers a dime to Dalen Davis, the sophomore. And Jeremiah Williams combined for just 2 points against Seton Hall. Different story early as Pierce answers.
Yeah, Lee with that delivery. These teams both go pretty deep, too.
Lee with a delivery.
Nice look.
That's a tough finish, and it went for Abdullahi, the freshman.
Here, watch that little delay on the shot right there. Pulls it away from the block. Not to say he can't make that shot from the right side.
Lee, this time with a delivery to Abdullahi.
When he got the basketball. Watch this little floater here. Beautifully done along the baseline. Abdullahi, just nice setup by Lee. Good touch. It's just as good as the cause right here. Good pace so far. Another cut in the middle.
Lee to Pierce and one.
Lee can find people. He knows that this guy knows how to pass. And look at this cut. You see that Pierce never took his eyes and head away from Lee because he expected that he knew he was open.
Already 5 ties, 4 lead changes.
Wow,
Lee
pretty.
with the left hand.
One way to get off the slide there is to make sure if you're Lee, drive it to the basket. Should say the offhand with him because it's not a weak hand. Another backdoor cut.
Lee
and roll.
to Pierce, and Xaivian Lee had 6 assists. Lee, that is a tough shot.
Collapsing the middle of the floor. You see the shirts, the white shirts are there. They're contending. They're not letting you go through the middle of the lane. What does Lee do? He pulls up and drifts it away and hits one. But there's that sag, too, by Somerville in the middle. So now you have to recognize that if you're Princeton, if they're going to, he's quite that big. Or heavy, I should say. He's tall.
Lee. Wow. And one, Xaivian Lee.
Where did that shot come from? The patience, the bump, the spin. Watch how he creates this shot at the end. He gets the shoulder. You see that left shoulder just dipped ahead of Davis. Just a second. Watch this. Here we go. You see he got that left shoulder around the left shoulder of the defender. That means you're...
In the rich history of Princeton basketball, they've had so many with 2 fouls.
And a nice decision there by Pierce defensively to box out after the shot because Bailey knew he was short.
Lee just working to his shot.
Good lift.
See the 6 blocks to nothing, 5 on the shot clock here. Lee to Byreal. Bingo.
Pretty setup, wasn't it?
Lee.
Pretty.
Couldn't get it to go. Gets it back. Stick-to-itiveness.
I think that ball was on the way up.
Williams with the left hand.
Good block out, too. Look at the black shirts under there. 3 on the right side. Boy, he's getting more active, isn't he?
And he will go in the line. Jim, you know this as a Jersey City guy, and now I'm that never forget.
Oh, no.
It is taken absolutely literally.
It sure has. Here's a mistake because they're running out to the perimeter. You don't want to run out to the perimeter.
Hickey.
But that's...
Knocks it down.
So you drag in. Look at the Rutgers shirts. They're all down deep because they've focused and made some adjustment. Wow.
Lee. Xaivian Lee gives Princeton a lead.
Well, actually, right here he knows exactly what he's trying to do. You see, he sways that ball to our left, his right.
Somerville was stripped.
Yeah, put that ball on the floor. The guards come in to play.
With 13 points, Jim.
John, it's a pretty simple concept. When you're playing with a guy like Lee who can make so many different types of plays, here we see him using his pivot foot to be able to get his shot off. But he passes the ball so well and understands what's going on. If you're a teammate of his, you're watching him, you're tracking him, and you're keeping your eye on him, and you're moving without the ball. And Princeton, I thought, did a great job of that in the first half to get a bunch of layups and get some points in the paint.
Shot clock's at 5.
Small versus big there.
Down to 3 and attacking Pierce. Pierce with authority.
Mitch Henderson with a guy like Lee. He got hit there, I think. Yep.
3 free throws.
Shooting the three and trying to block shots. How infrequently do you see a three-point shot blocked? The percentages are just so low.
74% free throw shooter is Lee. Wow.
Boy, the numbers just keep stacking up in the negative for them. Maybe if you're shooting a little under that, you have 3 or 4 makes, and look at the score, what it does to the scoreboard for you.
Princeton has the 4 fouls, so some foul trouble to navigate with a ton of time left. Bailey trying to get going.
Yep, had a nice rhythm jumper just then.
A rebound attempt. Lee shut down by Bailey. Lee got it back.
Oh my goodness.
He's fouled. Can you blame him?
No, I can't. Look. So there, maybe gotten hit off the shoulder, but now he just. I love that last little part there.
Next great Canadian guard, has represented his country. Out. He has become one of the most efficient guards in the sport.
Just keep challenging him, right?
Seems jealous.
Now. Oh, I thought he was going to crank it on that.
He turned it over. Here's Lee. Lee off to Pierce with authority.
Flooded back to Princeton, and they're feeling it over there.
Peters with 4. Davis and Williams with 4 for Rutgers. A 3 for Princeton is good. It's Byreal with his second triple. With 5. Xaivian Lee with 3. Lee attacks right hand.
See, I touched on it before, John. The small versus big. Martini at 6'8". Back to it. Make Rutgers adjust again.
Xaivian Lee.
Wow.
Xaivian Lee has stolen the show. He's got 21 and 11 assists. Pierce looking. Oh my! It's taken away by Davis. Bailey for the lead. Ace Bailey.
Unbelievable turn of events just then.
No timeouts for Princeton.
Drive it towards that basket if you can.
Pierce with 7. Kate Pierce hits it home with 4.5. Harper, could he be the hero again? Dylan Harper. It's a Princeton Christmas. The Tigers win a classic and have jersey supremacy. And they have won back-to-back years over Rutgers in 5 of the last 6 meetings. Princeton beats Rutgers by 1. Now we send you to Florida Atlantic, taking on number 20 Michigan State with Jeff Levering and LaFonso Allen.